So this weekend, we're finally going to finish the remodel of our upstairs. So if you've been following along on all of my vlogs, then you know that we have been in the process of remodeling 2 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bathroom, a full-size bathroom. The painters were here last week. Everything is fresh and new and had time to cure. So this weekend, my husband and I are going to get all the furniture back in place. We have some new furniture, new artwork on the walls. We're going to put down a new floor in the bathroom, new lighting, hang a new mirror. We have new towel bars, toilet paper holders, you know, all of the things that go in a bathroom. But the big news is we are putting down a new vinyl tile floor. So this is going to be a whole weekend project. There is so much to do. I have lamps and artwork for the walls, and I am so excited. I have been talking about this day all week. I see my husband actually pulling in right now. He has lunch for us from Chick-fil-A, and then we're going to get started, and I'm going to take you along with us. This is going to be a decorating journey. A few chocolate covered espresso beans to get me going, and we're off. So let me walk you around upstairs, show you what we have going on right now, and then we're going to get started. And there are some things my husband's got to do, some things I'm going to do, some things we need to do together. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth between rooms and projects, but we'll get it all done this weekend. So this is my room. I call it my dressing room. This is where I do a lot of work. This is my shelf that I got last year. Absolutely love this. I have all my clothes in the closet. Got to get them back out. And one of the final things we're going to do, probably won't get it finished this weekend, we're going around our house and replacing all of the electrical outlets, because when this house was built, the builder put in almond colored outlets with white wall plates. So they've never matched. So we have all new plates. We're going to get all that done, but for now they're just open because the painters just left. These pictures were in this room originally. They're going to go back on this wall. Have to get the lamps plugged in. The mirror that was back here, undecided. Not sure. And kind of same situation for all the switches. Almond, we're turning those white. Then down the hall into the bathroom. It's a dark little room because we have no lights. So first thing we're going to do is hang up the new light fixture. Then we're going to put up the brand new mirror. I have knobs that I'm going to put on all of the cabinetry. We have towel bars and toilet paper holders that are going to go up. And then the new floor. This is what I'm so excited about, to cover up this crappy, yucky linoleum that is actually peeling up in the corners. This is going to be a job. And then in here to my new workout room. I'm in love with this little room. Look at this adorable console cabinet that I got on Amazon. This green is so perfect. Y'all, we're going to put this room together. So excited. So almost everything that's going on up here, I got it on Amazon. So if you see something you like, I'll put the links in the description box. This little console cabinet, y'all, absolutely adorable. It was so easy to put together. I'll insert a little video here showing you when my husband and I put it together last week. It was super simple. Took us about, 30 minutes, but nothing difficult at all. So we decided to put black fixtures in the bathroom just because it was simple, and the builder put in kind of off-white color countertop, but we have a white toilet and the tub is like in between the two. So I thought oil rubbed bronze would be a little bit off. Didn't want to do silver and gold, so we're going with black. We have a 36-inch mirror, and I want to get as much clearance in this area and kind of expand the room as much as possible. Because if you put the light down really short and the mirror is really short, the room is going to feel really short. So we can only move the light up so high without having to cut another hole in the wall, which is what we don't want to do. So we're putting it 42 inches high with a 36-inch mirror. And I'm using like a zoom out lens just so you can see everything happening in the room. But when he gets this up, I'll show you like in a regular frame. Are your helpers here?
Up here.
And you put it on the mark.
I'll put it about on the mark, which is about right there.
Yeah.
That is where your light is going to go. Does that look all right?
Yes, but what I want to know is from the bottom of that thing to this cabinet. How much space do I have? 41, and the mirror is 36. So I got 5 inches. So that means I'm gonna have 2, 1, 2.
I mean, I can raise this up.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Hold on, 2. Yeah, how high can you go? Like that? Yeah, put it up as high as you can.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. So while Randy's getting started in the bathroom, I've got to figure out where I want to place this on the wall. I want to start with deciding where I want the chair to be. I have to be able to open the drawers. Ideally, it would be centered in this wall, but I've got to do a little maneuvering around to get it figured out. So I always have this dilemma and I have a great solution. One of the plugs is behind the leg of the cabinet, so I can't really plug it in because I won't be able to push the cabinet back. So you can buy these power strips that have a plug on them that are completely flat. So one of the outlets is fully exposed in the wall. So I'm just gonna plug this in, or even if it's behind the cabinet, it lets me push the cabinet up to the wall flush. So I plug in one thing and then plug my lamps and anything else into the power strip. And so I only see one of these. So these are super inexpensive. I use these all over the house. They're really fantastic. So I use my iPad up here all the time so I can just keep the charger plugged in and both of my lamps and only have one outlet. That's what it looks like. See, here's the perfect example. I can't help where my outlets are. It's gonna be exposed. And then the one on this end is fully behind the cabinet, so plugging that lamp in would not work because I want the cabinets to be flush against the wall. See, I got no space, just a little bit for cord. So I'll show you how I'm going to use that flat wall plate to fix my problem. So there it is, finished product, nice and neat. And you don't see any cords, and both of my lamps turned on beautifully. Love it. So the 2 pictures are gonna go back on the wall right there. My husband's gonna have to do that in a little bit. But for now, I want to focus on the clothing rack. So this is where I keep, you know, a lot of my clothes, my purses, my things, and my steamer. So I need my steamer where I can easily get to it, just kind of sitting here on the corner, and I have clearance to steam all my clothes. And so I've got the clothing rack just kind of down, not all the way to the end, but close to the end. Now I'm gonna bring some of my clothes out of the closet and make sure this works.
Okay,
Got it?
come look at it.
Oh, it's just the bracket.
Well, yeah.
All right, what do you want me to do? Stand on
I just
here?
need you to get up there and hold this so I can wire it in.
Oh, I'm the holder.
You're the holder.
This vanity is.
We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're gonna find out how.
Oh, I'm just okay.
You're
I
just,
see what I'm doing.
I can't do.
Yeah, you can't hold it in and use 2 hands.
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. It works. And we have 3,500 Kelvin lights. So put that on and let's see. Well, that looks different in here, doesn't it, than a ugly silver 30-year-old light. It's gonna look really good.
I just gotta. So does that look like that's center?
So the mirror's going up in the other room and I'm gonna get this lamp set up. So I got this lamp at Kirkland's yesterday and it's so chunky, but in my mind I needed 2 lamps. So I actually bought 2. When I put them both here, they were just way too much. So I returned one last night, kept one. These are actually pictures that I've had for a couple years. They used to be in the bathroom, but they perfectly match kind of the vibe I want in my workout room, something fun and energetic, not dark and dull. And they're perfect. So I've got to clean them up. They're covered in dust. I'm gonna put them right here and I'm gonna play around with the mirror on this wall also. So let's get the lamp going and then we'll talk about the light bulb for this room. So if there's anything I learned through all this home remodel stuff is that Kelvins on your light bulbs are super important. I like a 4,000 Kelvin. So we bought 60 watt light bulbs that are gonna go in the lamps here and also the lamps in my other room. And these have a switch on them that I can change the Kelvin temperature. So I just thought this was a really good idea. Instead of buying light bulbs and deciding maybe in the summer I want a different Kelvin, a different color of light, than I do in the winter, these bulbs will do it all and I can just flip the switch. So these go Kelvins from 2,700 all the way up to 5,000. So these light bulbs have a switch on the side and I'm gonna put the light bulb in at 3,500 Kelvin first and then I'll switch it to 4,000 and we'll see, you know, we're just gonna pick what we like. And these light bulbs, fingers crossed, are gonna be the solution to not be changing light bulbs all the time as the seasons change because I like different light in the house. 3,500 Kelvin. Let's put it on 4,000. Ooh, 4,000 Kelvin. See the difference? Kind of yellowy. Whoop, too far. White, yellow, white. That is exactly what I want. The mirror's up. Fine job. Let me back up so y'all can see. Totally different look in here. Wow. So here's the difference. 4,000 Kelvin here, 3,500 Kelvin here. Watch this. $4,000 Kelvin, 3,500 Kelvin. A little more yellow, just a little more white. So I chose very simple black knobs. I didn't need anything fancy. I just wanted to coordinate black here with all of the black here. I wanted this to look very classy, minimalist, and just very neutral. So I think the black looks really, really good. Okay, y'all, so this is where we're at. These are the 2 pictures that I'm gonna hang in this area, either on top of each other or beside each other, undecided yet. This is kind of like a wood frame thing that I'm going to put on this big wall. It will help tie in the black from this side of the room to that side. The curtain rod is black with a white curtain. That'll go up later. But I got this set for the towel bar, the toilet paper bar. There is a hand towel ring and a big towel bar. So we're going to put a towel bar right there just for a little hand towel. That's all I want. And toilet paper holder right over here. So we just bought everything in one set, and it's so nice to just like see the bathroom coming together. And I guess tomorrow we're gonna tackle the floor. Woo. I think my worker tuckered out on me. So it's starting to get dark out and we're thinking about dinner, so I think we're finished up here for the night. But let me show you how much we've got done and where we're leaving it for the night, and then we'll pick back up tomorrow morning and hopefully get everything finished. So here's the workout room. This is what I'm pondering over tonight. I had this mirror in my attic and my daughter suggested I put that in here with the pictures. Not sure how I want to style this, but we have it centered in the middle of the room. I'm just going to sleep on this. I've got my weights back in here. And over here is the treadmill. So I have no idea what I'm going to do to this side of the room, but I'm pretty sure I want a cute little chair to sit right there. So here's the workout room. Gonna sleep on that one. And the bathroom is so cute. I am in love with this little bathroom. So we've got the new light, the mirror, the vanity is all cleaned up and fresh, new cabinet pulls. We've got the little towel, hand towel thing right there. I'm definitely going to get new greenery, so that's just there for now. We have pictures hung on the wall. The shower curtain is up. Everything is fresh and new. And we've got some art here on the wall. So tomorrow we'll be putting down new floor, which I have told y'all is going to be game changer. You are not going to believe how much better it's going to look in here. And we will have all of these switches changed out. So good night to my new little bathroom. I love you. And heading down the hall to my dressing room. This is a little bit of a mess right now. We've got odds and ends, but I've got some of my clothes back out. My mirror is where it belongs. The pictures are gonna go on the wall. And this mirror, my husband has threatened me with my life. It actually belongs right here. And when the painters came, we didn't take the anchors out of the wall. So that will just go right back up tomorrow, easy peasy. But I've got new light bulbs and all the lamps. Everything is 4,000 Kelvin. Of course, this room also has overhead lighting. But I love the ambiance of just the lamps being on. So it's perfect. So we got so much done today. I'm so proud of us. And tomorrow is just finishing touches, right? So I'll see y'all in the morning. So hello from inside our new bathroom. I'm so excited. When I got up this morning, first thing I did was come upstairs to just see the progress. And it just feels like such a different room. So refreshed, so light, and so cute. I'm loving every single thing. So my husband came up just now and put on the new receptacle switch. Of course, while he was doing it, he scratched the wall. We got to touch up the paint, but it's fine. But this looks fresh and new, so nice. Now we just have one little GFI, I guess is what you call it, switch right over here to do out. And then we're tackling this floor. This floor is so ugly. And over the years, I've tried to clean it. I've tried everything, and it just will not. Look how yellow and dirty and just blech. So we are going to swap out, or not swap out, we are going to replace this floor with something you are not going to believe. So we bought peel and stick vinyl floor planks that we are just gonna basically cover up the existing floor, and nobody is gonna know any different. So I saw a lady on Instagram doing a little bathroom with these exact peel and stick vinyl floor planks. So we have something very similar to this throughout our entire downstairs, but those were a glue down version, and we laid them at a diagonal, so we had to hire a flooring person. Must be an Amazon delivery. We had to hire a flooring person to come here and do it. Well, because this is hold. So it was Amazon doing a delivery for another video, and I'm so excited about this one. I can almost burst, but that's a whole nother topic. Today we're talking about this bathroom. So this peel and stick floor is super durable. We have a small room. We're just gonna do this ourselves. We're gonna come up here and measure, get everything laid out the way we want it to look, and then you literally peel and stick it. I hope it is really that easy. But when this bathroom is all said and done, we have only spent a couple $100, like minimal amount of money. We got all of the vinyl tile that we needed for the entire bathroom for $72. The mirror was $120. The light fixture was $100. The towel bars, we actually bought them in a set that had a big towel holder and some other pieces we ended up not using, but I think we paid about $50 for the entire set. The knobs were $4 each. I had the artwork, of course, already, so that cost us nothing. And the shower curtain and rod were already in here. So that was it. So honestly, about $300-ish, and we have a completely refreshed, I am in love with it bathroom. So my husband is on the way up. We are going to tackle this floor. Let's see how this goes. Floor in progress, looking good. I mean, you know, once you get it started and figure out how you want it to go, you're just kind of pressing down long, big planks, and we're gonna fill in the gaps. We're just rotating planks to make sure we get kind of a not matchy design, and they just stick down. So far, so good. So I think we're gonna have to call it quits on the video because it's dinner time. I don't think we're gonna get the floor finished today. It was really easy and fast to get the main planks down because you literally just peel off the back and stick them down. But then doing all like the edges and around the toilet and everything where you had to make cuts, we're not floor installers. This is taking a little bit of time and we're hungry, so this is probably going to get finished tomorrow. But you all get the gist. The bathroom for just about $300 and a little bit of effort and a weekend looks completely transformed. And my workout room, we didn't get to hang in the mirror, but you can imagine what that's going to look like. I'll catch you up in another video when we have everything hung and I picked out a chair. But I'm loving everything right now. I think our weekend was super productive and I'm really happy with everything that we have up here. It looks fresh and new and refreshed and lively. And now when I come upstairs to work or work out or just anything, I'm really happy with what I see. So I'll see you in the next one.